I think you can just start.
Beautiful.
Yeah, just go ahead.
There's a lot of updates, but it does speak for itself, I hope.
Perfect. I would say, yeah, the demo I played a long time ago, or I don't know exactly how long ago it was. But yeah, I felt like it spoke for itself as it was already. So yeah, I'm excited to dive back in, and we'll start right off the top here. I really like how the game is like broken up into levels and chapters and whatnot. All right, let's hop to it. And I really love the jetpack mechanic here. Is just so obviously we don't have the jetpack just yet, but it's just like a really inventive take on like I guess switching between like a dash and a double jump. Oh, I gotta swipe right, baby. Yeah, I like that phone presentation as well.
I was so confused because of the delay. I was like, where does he have to? Where is the swiping? But yeah, that is the swiping.
Yeah, I was like, where's the?
Like 6 seconds behind.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
So our live reactions will be slightly off.
Yeah, I actually just did
funny.
like an interview stream with some folks recently, and like they were saying the same thing. Like it's kind of funny hearing me like die beforehand, and then after the fact, just like, oh shit, I wonder how he died.
We're gonna see. It was pretty funny in the last stream already, especially if we try to describe something, and then you end up in a different room, and you're just like, huh? Where? What?
Nice. I feel like I got the levels set maybe just a little loud for you. Or you know what? That's just my Discord coming through, I think. But let me just, I feel like I have your guys' mic just a little loud here. There we go.
You screaming too much.
No, it's just, I think it's actually just, I think it's because it's doubling up the monitor and the, I love how that power line starts jiggling. All right, we got a classic wall jump. Although, yeah, one of the things I really like about this game, I know a lot of games utilize like the wall jump where you can just kind of keep scaling up the same wall. I really like how this game, obviously you have your jetpack to use, but like once we get this here, I think right here, but I really like how you're, yeah, like you have to like, it's more puzzly with the platforming because you have to kind of like jump back and forth always. You can't just like keep scaling up any wall basically, you know. I just feel like that can make the platforming a little bit too open in some games, at least for my taste.
I mean, it is possible to pull it off if you know exactly what you're doing. There's like a strat to climb on the same wall, but yeah, it's, you can cheese some of the rooms a lot with it.
Yeah.
So it's better if initially it feels like it's not possible.
Yeah. And yeah, I guess you can kind of like, yeah, like bounce off the wall and then use your jetpack, but you can't just like totally, like eventually you're going to run out of jetpack juice if you're just trying to scale up like a solid wall, you know?
Yeah, it's actually possible to do without the jetpack even, but it's really difficult. People don't usually do it a lot, and we never teach it in the game because it's more of like an advanced thing that people who are really devoting time into the game, they can just break everything. They don't care what they break in the end.
Yeah. I honestly like that approach, like not teaching every last mechanic. Like it's like you don't have to, you know, some of the stuff is just fun to learn how to do on your own.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's also like part of our
right on the edge. Yeah.
Because we also want to target speedrunners, so
yeah,
like figuring out mechanics and having a lot of mechanical depth.
Yeah, being able to like just like I don't know, there's something about like even playing, you know, something like with I always use, for just lack of a better term, like just really expressive controls, like even something like Super Mario World. It's like I can just go back and play that game again and again and again and again, and it just never gets old because it, no matter how many times I play it, it just feels kind of fresh and different to me because it's just, you know, I'm not like playing through like perfectly prescribed paths.
Yeah, exactly. Like Mario has really expressive controls, especially the 3D Marios.
Yeah.
There's a lot you can do with the mechanic. And the great thing is that you never actually need the more advanced mechanics. Like any casual player can just go through the
Yeah.
game without even knowing that you can, I don't know, jump
Yeah.
or side flip.
Yeah,
something
you
like
could
that.
totally like almost like tiptoe your way through those games if you wanted to.
That's exactly like my dad used to play when he actually showed me like Mario games when I was a child.
Yeah.
And he actually played like so careful, like the time would run out.
Yeah,
for him.
it drives me crazy watching people play Mario games like that. I mean, yeah, to each their own. Play how you want to play, obviously. But like, whenever I watch like some friends that play that way, I'm just like, what are you doing? Just run through the level. What are you doing?
Yeah, some people don't even know there's a run button in the Mario game.
Yeah, it's like
Boy.
I literally hold it down every second that I'm playing the game. Like I never let go of the run button in a Mario game.
Yeah, I don't I don't know how I would play Mario in slow-mo mode.
Yeah.
No shame on anybody doing that. But
Oh yeah. To each their own.
just play it.
I feel like
the way
I'm
you
not
want.
supposed to be backtracking here. I don't know why I'm doing this.
I mean, did you get all the collectibles?
I think so, yeah. Oops.
You can, if you stop moving and you just stand still for a few seconds, it shows which collectibles you already got.
Okay,
So
yeah,
you
I
can
think I
see
got
if
them
you
all,
missed
yeah.
them.
Yeah, they just popped up here on my end. Again, I know you guys are just a little bit behind me here. But yeah,
It's gotta be, they're gonna be there eventually.
yep. I got them. So let's see.
Yeah,
Where did I
that looks
must
promising.
have just missed the exit there somewhere. Let's see. I like how the levels, like even though it's individual levels, like there's a little bit. Oh, I didn't go down here. Duh. Like there's still a little bit of exploration to the levels, but it's not like for me. Like you know, this is just my personal taste, but like when it comes to like Metroidvania platformers, like I never end up beating them because I just end up like checking the map constantly, and I'm just like, it's just like non-stop like fidgeting with menus. Not for all game. I mean, there's definitely Metroidvanias I like, but I like when like a platform can be like level based, but then have a little bit of that light exploration and a little bit of backtracking, but not crazy, you know?
Yeah, the thing in this game is also that all the exploration is completely optional. In a Metroidvania, that's kind of the point of like the game.
Yeah,
They have
yeah.
to explore. But here it just is an offer to the player. Like if you are not into collecting into collectathons, you just don't have to.
Right.
It's all optional.
Yeah, and I really love how the again, I already kind of knew this going in having played the original demo, but I love the juggling between, I was going to say risk reward. That's not quite the right term, but just like the juggling between like using your jetpack fluid for a again, for your dash or like hover, not really a dash, but yeah, your like hover mechanic or a double jump. Like I really love how that interplays together. It's awesome. Ah, shit.
I'm just waiting for it to happen.
There
There we go.
Come on. I'm right there. Ah. Okay.
Yeah. The whole hover and double jump also like lend for a lot of interesting combinations of movements. I really like how free the movement in our game is.
Freedom of movement is a great way to put it, because yeah, it does feel very free, and you can even like, it seems like if you have like, you can, even if you have just a tiny bit of the jetpack juice left, you can kind of, let's try to get that secret over here first. You can like sneak in like an extra jump, like right at the end of a dash, and like,
Yeah.
it's just, it just feels so good to be like, I feel like I almost wasn't supposed to be able to do that, but I did it anyways. And the checkpoint system is super forgiving. It seems like it's just whatever room you're in, or maybe whatever entrance you came in from. I could be wrong, but it's very forgiving, whatever it is.
It's the entrance mostly.
Yeah, there are a few rooms where it is on purpose that you get reset to the first, let's say, first entrance to it, because you would be stuck on one side of the room, for example, and in that case we kind of have to force the player back to a specific position. But other than that, you usually end up where you entered the room every time you die. For example, in the room you have been in 6 seconds ago, you can, if you go backwards and you die on the way, you would end up at the end of the room. So
Okay.
you are always in front of the challenge you were currently facing, basically.
Yeah. I also really
You
like.
can just immediately go back to doing that.
Yeah, I also really like how. Oh shit. Oh, there we go. Nice. How, like, so I was playing here, and I know you're a little bit delayed, but I just came back and did some backtracking, which I was actually, for a second, I didn't think I was going to be able to make some of those jumps, but I was able to clear some of those gaps. But I was able to see, like, right away, like, oh, I think I missed a collectible here, because I saw that, like, clearly I was, like, grabbing the second, third, fourth, and I was like, okay, I must have missed a little secret path back there. So I always love how, like, you know, just that little extra indication with the UI, knowing like, okay, that one came first in the level, I missed one, as opposed to just it filling up the first slot with the first one you collect, you know, no matter which one it is. It's just those little details so that I know if I want to try to get all the collectibles, I know that I missed one.
Yeah, at the beginning, I think in the old demo you played actually it wasn't like that.
Yeah, I don't think it was either. Yeah, I don't remember this at the top. Yeah.
So yeah, that was important to us because it just makes the collecting more accessible, and we actually want people to collect the collectibles. So we don't want to make it a big hassle.
Yeah,
for them to
again,
figure out what...
Go ahead.
No, you can.
I was just gonna say that kind of goes back to like a little bit of the Metroidvania thing I was talking about, where like it's, yeah, then you're just constantly like checking menus, like, oh wait, did I grab that? Can I get that? You know, that way you're just negating that.
Yeah, because you could. The obvious alternative would just be like, yep, you got 5 out of 7. Have fun figuring out where that is. But
Right.
I kind of like that in this way. You can tell which one came first. So if you can like kind of figure out where like approximately it had to be hidden.
Yeah.
And that cuts down on the need for having a map at all and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it's mostly linear anyway, but it would kind of be annoying to have need a map for a game with like 2 paths.
Right. Yeah, it's laid out kind of perfectly in a way that, like, again, kind of here too, like, one thing that I complain about a lot in like certain games, well, now it's just made invisible permanently, it looks like, now that I found the secret, but like in like Yoshi's Island or even in like the new Super Mario Brothers games, you like have to slide against every wall in the game, like maybe there's an invisible wall here. Like here, like that one was just very obvious to me, not obvious, but because I was kind of looking, it was like, okay, here's a wall, like it's worth seeing if I can sneak in this cubby, if there's something over here. It was just like telegraphed enough without giving it away, you know. But yeah, I can't stand in games when it's like you have to constantly be be checking like back and forth for that stuff. Shit.
We actually have like 1 or 2 that are hidden like extremely well to reward also those people who put in the time into the game, but those are not, like, they don't count to 100%. It's mostly just extra information about the game story or setting.
Okay. Nice. That's cool.
So,
yeah, for stuff like that, yeah, that makes perfect sense. Like,
it's I don't think it's any of the visual collectibles you can grab. Like none of those are hidden in a let's just say in the bullshit fashion.
Yeah, like even this area that I'm just in right now that I just came up here for, like it's like, okay, I saw that like there looked like there was an opening up there, let's try it, and yep, like certainly enough, yes there is. And again, yeah, not that you want it to be too easy to find the secrets, you want it to be like fun and satisfying, so you got to strike a nice balance. And again, so far, even in these early stages, it's like, okay, yeah, you got to keep your eyes peeled. Oh shit, not enough juice.
I love the reactions. That's
And again, it's
pretty fun.
It's perfect because it's like, yeah, it's kind of fun. It leaves a little surprise. It's like, what was I doing? Was I going for a secret, or what dumb
Yeah,
mistake did I
exactly.
make?
I always anticipate it to happen a lot sooner. Like 6 seconds is long.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it
really
really
does
is.
seem long because honestly, yeah, I'm glancing over at the stream and chat and stuff on the side, and I'm like, oh yeah, it looks like it doesn't look that delayed, but it's probably like 2 or 3 deaths after the fact, and it's like, oh yeah, it's not as close as I think it is. Okay, oops. Okay, let's hop over here. Yeah, it just feels so fluid. It almost feels like were you all inspired at all by Super Mario Sunshine with this, like, it just gives me a little bit of a flood vibe, not necessarily in the way that it plays, but just in the, you got a water jetpack.
Yeah. I thought, like, when the concept of the game came, we did some brainstorming and divided ourselves into small groups in our team. And this came from the combination of, I think, phobia or misophobia, the fear of germs, and what else was it? Hover, I think.
Okay.
And my thought immediately was like just Mario Sunshine hovering through like using flood on dirt and germs and
What was
everything.
the first idea? I think the initial like mini pitch that we pitched each other after the group thing was a game where a person that is afraid of germs has to sleep over in a very dirty hotel. And they have to make it somehow survive through the night.
That's
And,
funny.
yeah,
I can relate to that for sure.
We moved on from that, obviously, but
That's
that is
too
the
funny.
origin of the concept.
I love that.
We should make that game on a very small scale at a game jam sometime.
Yeah.
I really love that idea. And yeah, I love the idea of, like, I don't know, just like everything just comes together really cohesively in this, in the sense of I know I'm kind of just breezing through the cutscenes here and stuff, but like the story and just the way everything's kind of packaged and put together, everything's just, yeah, I don't know. I just really like how well everything is woven together based on, what I'm playing here and what I played of the original demo before.
Oh, it's great to hear.
I like how these pillows are triggered, like when you what's it called? As soon as you use your jetpack. So unlike the last stage, which were more just like specifically moving platforms. Oh shit. Here we go. Damn it. Oh, what am I? I'm playing like an idiot here. Here we go. Just wait for the pillow to move.
The hope is that it kind of builds on the previous stuff, obviously, that you have like an extension of what you were doing previously in the stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's also like the first stage is kind of setting up what's to come in the next stages without spoiling anything, but yeah, the jetpack mechanic and also activating stuff with your jetpack, so like a theme. So setting up the stage essentially in stage 1 is a big intention.
Yeah. How long has the game been in development?
A little over 2 years, but we're all still students, so we don't really have the time to sink in.
Right. It's like a part-time development situation. Yeah, it's not like...
Exactly.
Yeah. Sometimes it's 40-hour weeks, sometimes it's 3-hour weeks. You never know.
Yeah. See, now here I'm thinking this is going to be a more open-ended level based on where I just got what I feel like was my first collectible, but that was like way down the line. So I'm going to have to do some more exploring here.
There's suddenly a lot more paths in this one.
Yeah. I like it.
You can really breeze through the level if you really want to.
Yeah, if you're just trying to get from point A to point B. And again, that's perfect for like speedrunners or replaying the game. Like that's kind of how I tend to play platformers and stuff. It's like I'll play it once or twice, or just kind of go for, beating all the levels or whatever. And then I'm like, man, I love this game. Like, now I'm going to go for all the collectibles. Or I got all the collectibles the first time around. Now I'm just going to try to rip through this game as fast as I can. Shoot.
Yeah, we want to enable all those playstyles, so great.
Oh, shoot.
I mean, we can't go to such lengths like having complete customization for your character's stats like in RPGs, but we can have other ways of enabling the player to just play their own way.
Oh, I think I almost had it there. Or at least almost had something that I maybe... God damn it. Definitely hits the sweet spot on the precision platform. I mean, I know I'm sitting here just like cursing up a storm, but like, I love this type of gameplay. Like, I'm just such a fan of precision platformers. It's my not always, but it's definitely one of my go-to genres. There we go. Let's go. Yeah, I don't know what it is about platformers. It's one of the few genres I still like try to go for 100% when I play most games. Not every game, but yeah, I don't know what it is, but they just compel me. I guess Super Mario World was the first game I ever had, so that'll do it.
Yeah, I actually used to be active in the Super Mario World modding community. What was my first interaction with platformer level design.
Oh, interesting. Like the super crazy, like, what is it, the Kaizo Mario or whatever? Like that kind of stuff, or just regular style Mario levels?
Regular style. Well, not exactly regular, but also not extremely hard. Like, mods were never really difficult. I mean, design level cool mechanic.
Yeah, I always
is the type of challenge where it's more or less there's only one specific way of doing it correctly, and you just have to figure out that one more or less streak of inputs that you have to do to beat the level.
Yeah.
And yeah, I personally am not the biggest fan of that approach to difficulty, because I feel like if it's difficult to pull off, but you have at least the freedom to do it your way, then it's fine if it's really difficult. But if it's just like, if I just have to memorize a specific set of inputs, then I don't know if that's difficult or just schoolwork.
Right. And I have to like, oh, now I beat this whole first part of the level, and now it's like, oh, now I have this whole first part memorized, and I just have to keep, you're just beating your head against the wall a lot of times in those cases. Oh, I didn't think that was the end of the stage there. I missed a shit ton of collectibles.
To get back to the Kaizo thing, one thing I really like about Kaizo as a designer is how they usually take the very vanilla mechanics of the games and completely flip them on their head.
Yeah, like use them in ways that they just weren't even meant to be intended to be used.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta do a little more exploring on this level here, because that was pathetic. What'd I get, like 2 out of 10 collectibles or something there? Just pathetic.
I mean, you were pretty good on the first 2.
Yeah, I feel like I was making good headway there. Like, oh yeah, I know where I'm going. I'm fine. Oh yeah, see, how did I miss this? Right here. Right off the bat. What is this?
You're still in the cutscene, more.
I can't believe I missed...
Good cutscene collectible.
I can't believe I missed this area right in the opening. Like, there's a whole zone over here that I missed. I'm usually a decently... Oh, shit. I'm usually a decently thorough player, but man, that was embarrassing. Oh. Okay. Get this timing down. Hop, skip, and a jump. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Yeah, you can just do so much finessing with these controls. It feels amazing. Oh, shit. Yeah, I sort of see how you can scale up that wall. I don't have it figured out here, but I sort of see how... Yeah, there it is. I can't do it more than once, though. Let's see. Well, that's not gonna work. How the heck do I get this thing? Dang it! Okay.
I really love watching players play the game. So much fun.
I gotta use the D-pad
Especially
here.
in those rooms. This
Like-
one is one of my favorites because it's so straightforward. You can just use all of your abilities that you have so far and just see
grab
what
it.
works, because there's literally just 2 walls. End of the story. See what you're doing.
Yeah. Oh, I thought I was gonna have enough.
Very minimalistic.
Ah. Yeah, this one is, unless I'm missing something that I could be doing, is. Oh yes. I don't know if that's the intended solution, but I'll do a little wall squishing to make my way if I have to.
Yeah, we often have, when we playtest the game, I usually have like 1 or 2 solutions in mind for the rooms.
Nice.
And then when people play it, it just adds up. Like they're always...
Yeah, you're just like, oh shit, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, but one of the big points of the level design is just enabling those solutions if they are fun.
Exactly, yeah. Like if it's a total bug, that's one thing, but you know, or if it breaks the game where it's like, oh, you can like cheese this every time, then yeah, that maybe becomes unfun. But if it adds like, oh, just a super crazy speed running strategy, or yeah, just something you didn't see coming, but even a more inventive solution maybe that you just didn't think of, or maybe even somebody using a mechanic in a way that you didn't see coming, you know?
Yeah, I just think the
Anyone over
most
here?
important thing is that people don't tunnel vision on unintended things that might be impossible or too hard to pull off or like frustrating.
Right.
That's when you need to get in and either get rid of it or make it an intended path if it is actually more fun than the intended path.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense to me, yeah.
That's why level design so much on playtest, because you can never imagine what we're gonna do. Sometimes you have like this super straightforward solution in your mind that the players are never gonna figure it out.
Oh,
Sometimes it's fun to watch, sometimes it's not.
Yeah. See, I wasn't even thinking of going underneath these here. I'm trying to like sneak in that upper crevice. I still can't do it underneath either. Doesn't matter if I do it the easy way or the hard way, I still can't do it. Oh! There we go. Get over there. Oh, come on. Piece of shit pillow. In the nicest way. In the nicest way. Oh, too funny.
It's a good piece of shit pillow.
Okay, what am I missing here? Okay, I already went that way. So I think I gotta go back over here. Oh, yes, yeah, you can like use that last jump at like the last second. I love it. Like you can't double or triple jump, I guess, with the jetpack, but like even if you use almost all your juice, you can still get that last second jump in, and it's like, oh yeah, that just feels so good. Okay, let's see if I missed anything.
Mechanic was actually an accident, but we decided to keep it because it's just so satisfying to have like last moment jumps. Because at the beginning it was like, yeah, the double jump takes half your fuel normally, so you shouldn't be able to jump when you've got half your fuel left, but that just feels very bad.
Yeah,
So
like
we
it almost feels like
had-
you're getting robbed a little bit, or I could see it feeling that way.
Yeah, exactly. It's just very unsatisfying and very hard to control when you just look at the gauge. When it's at half full, like it just decreases so so fast.
Yeah, it's easy
That
to
we
burn through
decided-
the water for sure.
It also makes players feel extremely good when they notice that they've just made this jump, or at least when it's like less than half full and you still make the jump, people feel really good about it because they think, I did it.
Like it almost feels like you're like getting one over on the game. Like you're like, I almost feel like I wasn't supposed to be able to do that, but like I got it. And yeah, it feels amazing.
Anyway.
Yeah, it truly feels amazing. Okay, way better on this. Oh well, not on that particular jump right there, but way better on the collectibles so far here. Not a total embarrassment. But I like, again, how, like, branched out, like you said, like, you could easily just, like, rip through, I shouldn't say easily, it's not like the level itself is easy, but, like, you could easily just say, okay, I'm just going for my desk or my, you know, the exit of the stage, and that's it, you know, and rip to the end really quickly. Okay, how did I get up here again? I think it was with a little wall jump, yeah. Perfect. Now, it seems like it doesn't save your collectibles from, like, previous attempts. Is that safe to assume? Like, you got to collect them all in one.
Does. The problem that is, like, just the display broke
for the demo
one
or whatever
version before we had to put it in for Steam Express.
Gotcha.
I don't know. Okay, you have to say that normally the already found collectibles you can still see in the world, and they are gonna have a different color.
They'll be like kind of faded out, kinda.
Yeah, and in the display they are also gonna be different, so you know which ones you currently collected on this go through and which ones you already had. But because we tweaked some things in the UI, and I think it probably has to do with it that we removed some things that just weren't ready for the demo, I assume. And at the end of the day, it just we couldn't fix it in time that the display works properly. So now it kind of resets completely every time you enter this enter something. Which is unfortunate, but it's not too bad.
Yeah, and just for the demo, yeah, it's that's like something that it's nice to catch now, you know, as opposed to when the game's out. But the way you're describing it is like perfect, like absolutely perfect.
If you pause the game, you can also... No, I don't think you can actually.
No, you have to finish the stage first for that to work.
Okay, now I feel like...
It did for example, get updated in the level selection. There you have like a little display of how much you were missing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also shows you which ones are
properly. It just
I see, yeah. Okay, ah, shit. So I feel like I'm pretty sure I need to... Just smushed. I'm pretty sure I need to do a short bit of backtracking here. Oh, come on. I don't know why my brain, like, breaks sometimes when I'm trying to deal with these moving pillows that get triggered with your jetpack. I'm just like... Okay, so I went this way before. Or no, here it is, yeah. This is the last one I need.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things you actually had last run, but...
Yeah, I think I did grab this one last time, yeah, because I remember having...
And as I said, that this just resets completely is so it doesn't do anything worse.
Yeah. Ah, shoot. Now I feel like I just gotta get it. Even though I got it already. Oh, smushed. Man, yeah, these are tricky obstacles, like really satisfying to clear all the obstacles. But especially these moving pillows, like when you really feel like you kind of like both outsmart them and out finesse them. It feels really satisfying. Shit.
That's what we want to tell the player. You are smarter than the pillows.
Yeah, put that on the box. I love it. Smarter than a pillow. Okay, let's see here.
Makes the player feel smart.
But that is such a good feeling, like when you feel like you're just like, oh, there's the solution I'm looking for. There we go. Finally. I love how you got the little Easter Island head, the Moai heads in the background.
Part of the inventory.
It's part of the inventory.
The whole game plays inside the house. Our main character.
Uh-huh.
And it's just part of his
decoration.
Nice. I like his style.
What do you think? Who owns the Moai heads?
I don't know.
Probably Val, right? It's probably. I would assume it's Val. Val is the roommate that is currently sick, and since Val is an art student, I feel like putting more heads everywhere feels adequate.
But it's in Greg's room, so maybe Val gifted it to Greg.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
One thing we should do after the run of this stage is get the cat. Haven't
Yeah,
picked it.
the cat is important.
Okay, okay. I don't. Is that in a different stage or?
Yeah,
prologue.
you can get it in the prologue, but it
Oh.
unlocks it in the different stages if you do something specific.
Nice. I love. Yeah, it sounds like you guys have thought of like a ton of like little touches that are like just little like. Just like, yeah, for folks that get really into the game, it's like, okay, if you want to explore every nook and cranny, you're going to find some cool little goodies.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what we're trying to do. Like, we're trying to offer
I mean,
a lot to people who engage with the game a lot, but we also want to offer a great experience for people who don't have the time. Like, we also want to respect the time of the player. So, bite-sized levels, quick respawns are great for that.
Yeah,
people
this
have lives.
Yeah, this really does respect the player's time big time. And again, it's like I can, for this demo here, and I do tend to, like, the way I play games, I do tend to kind of just zip through and skim through cutscenes and stuff. But, like, it lets you do that, if you really want to go in. And I'm doing it for just showcasing the demo or the gameplay for the demo's sake and stuff, too. But, like, you can dig deeper into the background and, yeah, be like, okay, what's up with Greg? What's up with Val? What's up with all these characters here? Who's, how do their relationships play out? Like, there's a little more to it. But if you're just here for the platforming, you can just say, okay, I'm here to hop and bop around. Let me breeze through this.
If you really want to, there's also like the speedrun settings where you can just permanently be like, okay, automatically skip cutscenes.
Oh, cool. That's actually
stuff
awesome.
like this.
Okay, so you said I go back to the prologue for the cat here?
Yeah.
The
So-
cat is on top of the pharmacy, so once you got the jetpack, just go on top of the pharmacy.
Okay, nice.
There's
Yeah, you
cat.
can grab the cat.
Yeah, you can grab it.
Okay. Let's see what this is all about here.
Yeah, we thought that petting a cat is overdone. You can still pet it up. That's important.
Yeah, you have to be able to pet the cat.
It feels
Yeah.
like, yeah, if you put an animal in a video game that's a pet, you better be able to pet that pet, because otherwise people are gonna come for you, I feel. Like, hey,
We just went a step further with it. You can also skip cutscenes, by the way, by pressing. Are you using a controller? I think you're using a controller.
yeah,
right?
gamepad, yeah.
It's the start. What I don't know what
The
you're using.
start
the start
equivalent.
button, yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm playing with an 8-bit DOE SN30 Pro, I think, or maybe it's just a Pro Plus. Great controller. It's basically like a Super Nintendo controller layout with like a DualShock placement for the joysticks, but it's
Yeah,
perfect
that's
for
the
PC
start
gaming.
button.
Oh yeah, there's the cat.
You
Okay.
can rebind every single.
Yeah, I
button
noticed the
anyway.
the menu is very robust. Like all the music sliders, sound effects, like all the stuff that I love to see. Okay, well, let's do a regular pet. But then we gotta pick this. Oh, just goes for a ride, eh? Oh, and I didn't even go over here before, I don't think. Oh, just a little nice
If
scenery.
if you die, the cat respawns. So it's essentially a way of getting people to do deathless runs.
Yeah, we have two mechanics. We have the mechanic both for the usual deathless or like in other games hitless runs, and we encourage learning how to speedrun, because there is something that isn't in the demo where you can also where you have to beat the level fast
Okay.
to unlock something.
Yeah, just take the cat home with you.
Okay, so the cat will like go with me to more levels. Oh wait, hold on. Did I go over here before? Was this available to me the very first time I played the level? Was I just so
Everything's
Tunnel vision.
available. Everything's always available. There's no like
That's
Yeah.
cool.
special.
That's cool. I can't believe I did, because usually I'm usually one to be like, can I go to the left? Can I go to the right? Like I try to do like everything. Okay, so now jump into a different level again.
Yeah, if you go into the first section of the first stage, that should appear.
Okay.
So you can take it with you. It's basically you bring it to the next level.
Oh wait, it's not with me here. Unless I went to the wrong
not?
stage. I'm just in Greg's room. No cat.
Oh wait, it's
Here?
is
Oh,
it in
it's
the
I
second
think
room, right?
it's in the second room. It's in the second room.
Okay, let's see.
It's not always in the first room. Depends on day.
Yeah, because I feel like that first room is almost still like a little bit of like a tutorial.
Yeah,
A
exactly.
little
That's
bit,
why
or like a
usually
mini
it's
stage,
there.
just like make sure you learn the ropes. Oh no! I wonder if that going into that other stage like jinxed it, but yeah, still no cat.
No cat?
Oh,
Maybe it broke.
oh
Oh,
no, not cat.
Yeah, we
oh no,
can't.
oh no, you went into the wrong one. You need to go back into 1-1. It's the second room
Uh,
of this section.
Oh wait.
Like the second screen, essentially.
Okay, so I just have to like make a little progress.
No, go into the first section again. To 1-1.
Okay.
It's hard to navigate people with with 6 seconds delay.
Yeah, I apologize.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no worries.
Let's make a little progress here. Oh, here, yeah, here it is. Okay.
Okay.
So
yeah.
it's just like in its little cat bed.
No
I
fun.
love that.
The law is that it's a stray cat, and because we thought just petting a cat is for chumps, you can adopt a cat in our game.
Oh, that is awesome. I actually really love that touch of like just what a cool way to add like, hey, you want to try to play the game and beat the levels without taking damage? Like carry this cat through to the end. That's such a cool mechanic. I absolutely love that. Well, so there goes the cat. Does it?
Yeah,
And I'm guessing you can't like go back to the beginning and go find the cat again, right?
You actually
It-
can.
Oh,
yeah, it respawns in its little bed when you die.
Interesting. So you sort of
Have
could
to
cheese it
research.
theoretically, but you still have to get from essentially
You have to
point A
still
to
have
point
clear
B.
the whole thing in one go because it's not like you.
If anything, you
Right.
have to do more. You got to backtrack and go
Yeah.
back again.
I mean,
so.
in some levels it might actually make it easier
Oh, that's true. Yeah, because if you because of the
in,
different
like,
paths.
Because of different paths in stage 2, I think because of the if you unlock things once they stay unlocked.
Okay.
Wow, right?
What?
So
What do you mean?
stage 2, with the tissue box.
Yeah, they stay. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
So in that case, it's easier to clear once, go back, get the cat, and then do a second run. Because in the second stage, one of the main new mechanics is that there's a type of germ that Greg can't clean with the jetpack,
Oh.
you can only get rid of it by collecting something else first. So like a key, mechanically like a key, and to make it less annoying, if you manage to clear a room with this mechanic once, afterwards the indestructible germs don't respawn anymore. So
Okay.
on a second go through, also if you're not restarting the level but you go back completely, you could go through it a lot easier because all of the gates, so to speak, are already opened.
Okay.
But I think that's the only instance where it would actually help you to clear it and go back.
Now,
Yeah.
so would the cat? So, because yeah, I think when I spawned last time, the cat wasn't in this bed here on the next stage. So, is it like you have to literally carry it from stage to stage to stage? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
That
Exactly.
that is awesome. So it's
There's
not just
one
like, oh, I
stage-
want to do it on this one stage. It's like, oh, I got to do it. I gotta do them all if I want to do it.
You gotta bring it with you the whole way. Yeah.
I love
It's
it.
a lazy cat. It doesn't do a lot of itself.
Yeah, I'm not following you. I love it.
There's one stage where the cat isn't available for reasons
Okay.
that I don't want to reveal yet. But yeah.
Yeah,
it's-
don't spoil it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, that's so
Other
cool
than
though.
that, you can bring your emotional support cat all over the place.
But it's perfect because again, you can say, okay, now I'm not gonna really go for the collectibles here. I just want to get the cat to safety at the end of the stage, and that's all I care about here, you know.
Yep.
So just, again, totally kind of shifts your play style. Like, almost encourages you to play kind of speedrun style, even if you're not somebody that's, like, necessarily, you know, playing for actual speedrun, like, you know, going for records or anything. But you still kind of play with that, like, mentality of, like, okay, I gotta just... I guess maybe you're playing a little more cautiously, too. But I tend to, when I'm going for something like that, I just play, like, as fast as I can.
I think if you're a person who 100% this game, you would end up also being okay-ish on the speedruns, because if you like do all the challenges, including like the hard mode that you can unlock and stuff, then I think you would be so good at getting through the game both fast and without dying that you yeah, that
Like,
you would
you've
probably
got the...
be able to speedrun it pretty well already.
Yeah, you've got, like, the tools that you need to get through the, you know, the game's tougher obstacles quickly. Oh, shit!
But no cat this time.
Yeah, I know, I lost it. And it's too far to go back, I feel.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's possible at this point, because sometimes you can't backtrack. We're trying to avoid it, but sometimes the levels need to be one way.
Yeah, like if there's like you were saying, like some of the like destructible like dust or whatever, you know, you want to be able to, like, if it respawns and cuts off a potential path, you know, that just is what it is, I guess. You know.
Yeah, we try to avoid it where it's possible, but if the level is good and removing the stuff that makes it good for enabling backtracking, which is something not many players do in this game based on our tests.
Right.
It's really not worth it.
Yeah, I would agree.
Especially since you can just jump in at any section afterwards.
Yeah,
so if I'm like, okay, I forgot stuff in just section 2, then people are not gonna probably end up going through section 2 and walking all the way back to the start, but they just be like, okay, I'm gonna just start this single one later again instead.
Yeah, the structure of the game is definitely laid out in a very friendly way where you can say, like, pretty much no matter what you're doing, like if you're just trying to beat the levels quick or if you're trying to go back for the collectibles, whatever you're doing, you can look at your menus and, okay, I gotta go back here. I'm still missing, you know, 3 collectibles over here. I feel like it's just very player friendly for just, diving back into the stage after you die. Just like pretty much every element that, you know, could potentially make a game frustrating, I feel like you guys have mostly thought of here and thought of ways to mitigate. God damn it, as I get smushed again by these fucking pillows. But yeah, I just feel like you've thought of like almost every little detail to make a game like just satisfying. Like, again, this is like my favorite type of genre, and like I pretty much couldn't be enjoying the feel of the movement more. Like, and I mean that sincerely. I know sometimes I feel like people think I'm just saying stuff like that when I'm like playing. Oh, I'm talking to the developers while I play, like I'm just being nice. But like, I would just say, hey, this game's pretty fun if I just thought it was okay. You know, I wouldn't be like, the movement's amazing. I really think it feels just so buttery smooth to play, and you just get better and better at it. And you can kind of like juke, you know, you can kind of like pump fake and juke and like, I don't know, it just feels amazing to play.
Thank you.
It's nice to hear. It's good that we didn't end up with, oh, your game is interesting.
Yeah, exactly. Like, this is a cool idea. I like the direction you're heading with this. It's like, you know, there's ways to give constructive feedback, but it's like there really isn't much feedback I can give you guys on this, honestly. Like, it really feels like if you just keep heading in this direction, it's like, man, this is a game tailor-made for me, at least, you know. But again, it has a lot of like the quality of life stuff and just thoughtful design that makes a game like this even more enjoyable to play, no matter what your skill level's at.
That's good. So what we learned today, when push comes to shove, we have 2 fans.
Hey, don't forget about Paradigm. He's the one that
Three.
turned me onto this game
3.
originally. So, and I think there was a couple people that he was like, because I remember there was a couple other people that were like, check this out, check this out. So, I was like, okay, I've had enough of people pestering me. I better check this out already, and that, rightfully so. I felt like as soon as I started playing initially, I was like, okay, yeah, I no wonder that, because again, they know my taste of games, so I was like, oh, no wonder they wanted me to play Germinal. Like, this is literally a game just pretty much made for me. But yeah, is this the entire demo here? These 2 stages,
Yep.
or more than 2 stages, because it's kind of like 4 or 5 stages almost between like the way it's split up and broken up.
I'd say there's like there's some teeny tiny secrets for you that you could potentially still find, but I think for the most part, like 97% you found and looked at everything.
Found all the goodies here. And yeah, I like
Yeah.
again how this UI on the menu, like you can see, okay, yeah, I've got all the gems on those stages, so I can easily tell, okay, I'm missing the 5th gem on the 2nd zone of the 2nd level, so
Yeah.
let me go in there and try to find that.
In terms of what we would consider 100% completion, or if we had a display that says how much you completed the game, you would have 100% at the demo.
Okay, nice.
All of
Maybe
these.
the letters are still.
Yeah, the letters are part of it. Okay, then 97.
Okay, and with a little help from you guys too, because I wouldn't have figured out that cat situation without a little help. Although I probably would have eventually, but not 100% for sure, because I don't know that I would have went back to that stage, to like just thinking, oh, that was a tutorial, get the jetpack. I don't know if I would have thought, other than, I guess I would have been like, I wonder why they let you go back to that stage. So there must be a reason,
Yeah. There is actually still something in that stage that you didn't find. There's 2 things, actually.
In which
one of them is
in the first stage,
in the prologue. Yeah, in the tutorial one. There's 2 things that you can only see with the jetpack. I'm very positive that one of them you will not find.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's see.
Is
One
it
of them
coming?
is, I think, realistic. You could find that one, but the other one is borderline impossible to figure out.
And is it just like kind of Easter eggy type stuff, or what?
Yes.
Okay.
It's just a
One
cool
of them
thing.
is a collectible, and the basically impossible one is an.
Okay, interesting.
The thing that is realistic, if you really wanted to find it, it's we have a sort of collectible that is meant for the 100%ers, so the people that are really curious and want to check out everything.
Yeah.
So these collectibles are pretty hard to find. There's not necessarily any indication that they exist if you don't look for them. So I think there could be players who never figure out that that type of collectible even is a thing.
Right.
But yeah. So as you might have guessed, there is actually something at the end of that screen.
Okay.
And I said it's mostly impossible because it's for like the normal player, it's ridiculously difficult to get that.
By the way, one thing I want to mention that nobody usually discovers is that if you're in a room like this that's larger than one screen and you press, I think what on your controller would be the X button, the north thing. You can open a camera scrolling feature where you can scroll your cameras.
So you can look at it while you're going to platform on.
That's cool. Nice.
Yeah, you can. It's like Greg pulling out his phone, more or less looking through his phone at the rest of the.
I feel like I can do this. How much?
Yeah, he also pulls out his phone and like,
when he does it,
him holding it.
That's awesome. How much coyote time do you guys give me here? Let's see.
It's possible to do that without.
I mean, there's a good amount, but I have never done it without the speedrun mechanic.
Oh, okay.
Look how close he is. Oh.
Yeah, it's maybe.
Little hover spamming.
Yeah, with hover spamming it could work.
Oh, I did it. I think if I would have done it a second later. Yeah, I don't know if you can do it without.
I don't want to explain how to do the speedrun mechanic, but you can spam the hover button, and then the character is gonna drop a little, but you're gonna get a lot more distance. So you're gonna sacrifice vertical height for horizontal distance.
I
You
see.
just keep spamming the hover button, and that could be enough.
Real
Oh! No, so close. Yeah, you can definitely do it with the spam. Or at least I think it can be done. I'm not
Looks possible to me.
I'm not good enough at feathering on that trigger. I think I can get it right here. Let's see if my Mario Party skills can pay off.
Mario Party skills.
All my
that trains a lot
oh, I
of things.
made it! I made it in a cheating way, kind of. It counted me. I guess I clipped enough of the ledge. Now the
We're
question.
just waiting for it to
6
happen.
seconds.
6 seconds. Oh,
There we are, bubble
oh.
bath. So, Reign
Yeah,
of Empty
it's,
Streets. So this is more just kind of like a secret area,
It's
I'm
an
guessing.
Easter egg.
Very
Yeah,
cool.
there's nothing more to this. Than it's just a nice vista with a haiku.
Yeah. Okay, nice. I was like, I'm never gonna be able to make it back. So let's see. I wonder
The
if
fountain is actually a reference to Alice Real.
a reference to what?
To Alice Real from Super Mario 64.
Oh,
When people
nice,
tried to
nice.
look at the fountain. I was like, we need a text on that fountain.
That's amazing. Something, I don't know why I feel like I can go down here, but I know I'm not going to be able to. Yeah. No, I don't have the cat. I don't know if I need it. Oh, wait a sec. I didn't expect to be able to land on this roof.
Particles, right? Why did we decide against doing that?
What do you mean?
Against putting death particles in the things that
Like at the bottom, like how that is in the other stages. Because yeah, I like that touch where you can
Because
see
this
like.
one, because this one isn't as surreal as the other
Hey,
ones.
we're not really in his his perception yet. We're still in the actual
Exactly.
realistic perspective. Yeah, it makes thematic sense.
Oh, there it is. Yes. Nice.
Okay. Yeah, and with that, I think our time is
Perfect timing.
over.
Perfect timing, eh?
So, you can. First and foremost, thank you for taking the time to take over one of our stream slots.
Yeah, thanks for asking me, and sorry for Mao. I know that you had sent me a DM, and I don't know how I didn't get the notification, so I'm glad that you sent a second follow up because yeah, this was a ton of fun.
Yeah, we always don't want to annoy our contributors, so we were a little hesitant.
Yeah, that is true.
One
We
but
didn't.
I kind of pushed because I was like, yeah, he probably just didn't read it. We were like, we had it. Yeah,
Yeah, especially because we've chatted a few times before, like back and forth
Yeah.
about like just game development and stuff a little bit in general. Just like yeah, so I just like I don't know if because the one thing that Twitter does is like when you pull it up, like if you open your messages, even if you don't open that message, it like clears the notification for some reason, at least on my phone. So then I'm
On
like,
Twitter,
I forget to go
the
back.
messaging system is so weird
It's
because
terrible.
you don't get a notification if someone new writes you, for example. You
Yeah,
just
it's like
have
in a
to
separate
occasionally
thing.
Check if
Yeah.
you have a new request to talk, and I
Yeah.
think that's so strange.
And it's usually so spammy, like, yeah, it's just, it's very weird. Like, usually the messages you get in there aren't from people that are trying to message you for real, usually, you know? It's like just random, follow my account or whatever. It's like, okay.
Follow.
Yeah. But no, seriously, this was truly my pleasure and honor to take some time out of your guys' Sunday on Father's Day, no less. I don't know if either of you are fathers or anything,
Father's
but
Day in the US.
oh, that's true. Yeah. Where are you guys at again?
Germany.
Germany. Oh,
We
that's
already had our Father's Day 2
was
weeks
like-
ago. I think.
nice.
4
So they're
weeks
still pretty
ago.
close
3
together.
weeks?
4 weeks.
4 weeks already. Damn, the
Jeez.
time goes
Might be-
fast.
It
might be
really
fast.
does.
It
It
was
really does
3. It
fly
was
by.
3.5.
Jeez.
boy.
Yeah, it flies
Boy.
by for
No,
sure.
it is a little bit different. Yeah, but
Yeah,
on a different date.
good deal.
But yeah. Also, thanks for everyone who tuned in.
Yeah,
If you liked
seriously.
the game, wish
We have
list.
sadly lost a lot of the people already because the event ended, but we love you 44 people who are still here, even though we're not getting promoted on the main page anymore.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out,
We
everybody.
appreciate
This was a ton of fun. And yeah, Germinal, I can just easily, if you're a fan of precision platformers or even like, you know, puzzle platformers, you definitely have to be into like playing some precision platforming. But again, you don't have to have like all the precision platforming chops. That's more so if you want to go for all the collectibles. But I really like how when games have more of that approach to difficulty, where it's like, you know, even in, again, just to bring back to Mario or whatever, or even like Celeste or whatever, go for all the 3 collectible coins or the strawberries. Like, go for, you don't have to get those things, but that's instead of like having a hard mode where now the enemy, or you die in 1 hit instead of 2 or something. You know, I just prefer, you know, you can make like tougher challenges for the people that want to go for them, and then the people that are just happy to get to the end of the game and see the story progress or whatever, you can do that too. I really like that approach.
Oh.
Speaking of a hard mode, we actually do have a hard mode, but it's not just random difficulty adjustment. It's a separate stage for each one, kind of like the sides in Celeste.
Oh, I
but a
love
little
that too.
different.
Yeah, I love when there's like, yeah, just here's these harder levels that you know, okay, I don't need to do these if I'm not up for the challenge. But and you have, I guess you kind of have the cat situation for like hard mode too. You know,
we have a situation for hard mode too.
yeah,
And
you
the
have a
thing
lot of different ways for the player to approach the game, which is really awesome. I think that's one of the strongest points of the game, apart from just the fact that it feels like a joy to play.
The thing with our hard mode stages, which also sets them apart from Celeste a little bit, is that we also put a little twist on the mechanics. Like we add change in
Okay,
mechanics stage. Mostly in
Nice.
the second half.
nice. Yeah, I like that too. Yeah, just like kind of introducing, and then if you're playing those, then you might go back and be like, ooh, I can actually utilize that in the maybe that idea or something similar in the regular stages, unless it's just full blown, you know, new mechanics that can't be used in the main stages. But yeah, I like that approach.
Depends, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, sometimes it inspires stuff for the main stages, but they are mostly actual like new mechanics.
that's cool. I like that a lot. That just has me even more excited to check this game out. Do you guys have any rough plan of release date, you know, or something you're shooting for, or just kind of when it's ready?
We have an internal date where we want to be done, but we don't want to reveal it.
Yeah, I that's
Mostly because we want. We had a release date for a demo before. The one before this one, we had first set an internal date and then communicated it outward. And the end was that we also kind of fell victim to the usual problem in indie dev, which is just crunching.
yeah,
And that's just not the that kind of fights the value we want to have for our work ethic.
yeah,
Because if you don't have time, you shouldn't be forced to invest. It's more of a hobby for most of us. So we want to avoid doing that again. So that's why we have a goal for us. But if we can't meet it, then we don't disappoint anyone, and it's not like we have a date and have to postpone and go through the whole process of being
making
we are sorry
announcements and
that
yeah.
this announcement didn't actually go through.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, there's so many games to play, so it's like, as much as like I'm anticipating and looking forward to this game, but if it takes you 6 months, if it takes you 6 years, I don't care. I'm still gonna want to play it when it's done, regardless. So it's like and there's a million other things I can play in the meantime. So it's like, you know, I just never understand the like, other than I understand wanting to play something, but when people are just like freaking out, like, oh, I can't wait any longer, it's like, just play something else, man. Just, you know.
Yeah.
Do hope it's not gonna take 6 years, Jesus.
No, I'm just, I just picked a number out of a hat. But yeah, it's like,
I
it's just
know.
like, if it takes a year or if it's right around the corner, it's like, however long it takes. Like, again, yeah, you don't want to put that pressure on yourself because for the most part, nobody else is gonna like hold you accountable in that way, like
Exactly.
you are. So it's like no need to put that extra pressure and make the development process not fun. So.
Okay, so I
But
think
yeah.
that is everything from our side. It's just thank you that you took your time. It was a real pleasure having you explore everything. The first stream was more focused around going fast, so it was nice to have you around completing everything there was to see.
Nice. Yeah, I'm always
I
tend to be that 100% kind of guy when I'm going for platformers, especially when it's like a demo. It's like, okay, I know this isn't going to take super long here, so let's explore all the nooks and crannies that we have available here. And again, you get a pretty good sense of like your tool set and movement, but yeah, I'm looking forward to getting my hands on the entire game and seeing some, future worlds, hard mode, tougher levels, new challenges. It's yeah, I'm pumped for this game.
Okay.
But yeah, thanks for hanging, guys.
Well then, in that case, I hope you have a nice rest of your Father's Day.
Yes, indeed. I'm not a father yet, but I'm an uncle, so I'll carry it over. I'll let the uncle day.
I feel like that counts enough.
Yeah, it counts enough too. I agree.
Take the day and celebrate or rest or whatever. So
exactly.
Have a great one of that variety then, and we will be sure to reach out when there's something else for you to look at. And
yeah, don't hesitate. Don't hesitate, please. I'll be happy to check this game out anytime. And yeah, anxiously looking forward to the release. But yeah, thanks again for taking the time to hang out and chat with me while we play it too, guys.